Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. Remember, if you've got questions about flood insurance, flood education, flood zone changes, elevation certificates, click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. You can also check out our daily flood education videos on our YouTube channel. Remember, we have an educational background on flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term to help you minimize flood losses and flood premiums.
Today we're talking about new flood maps coming to Lafayette County, Wisconsin. You know, this is going to be the first time ever that Lafayette County has got new flood maps. And what this means is that a lot of people are going to be placed into special flood hazard areas. So what does this mean? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. But first of all, let's talk about some areas that are going to be impacted. Lamont, New Diggings, Kendall, and Monticello, you know, these are just some cities that may be impacted by these new flood maps coming. Now, what kind of properties are going to be impacted? You know, it could be up to 800 properties that are placed into the special flood hazard area. Now, it's important to understand when this happens in December of 2020, when you're placed into there, then you're going to be into a high-risk area, which means flood insurance could be higher. So what are your flood insurance options in these areas, and can you fight this change? Those are some things we're going to talk about. So remember, you've got two options when it comes to flood insurance when this happens. You've got the National Flood Insurance Program and you got private flood insurance. Now, it's important to understand with the National Flood Insurance Program, you're going to qualify for what's called newly mapped flood insurance rates. You know, these are special rates the first 12 months to help you adjust to being in that special flood hazard area. Many times, you know, these are equivalent to a preferred flood insurance rate, so it might only be $500 or $600 a year. However, when you go get that private quote that first year, it might be $800 or $900. So sometimes a private flood insurance policy may not be as beneficial during that first year of a newly mapped area. But after that first year, it could be a big difference as these changes start to take place. So it's important to understand that. But it's also important to understand that private flood insurance can give you some additional coverages that maybe the National Flood Insurance Program can't, like additional living expenses, replacement costs on your contents, maybe 40 to 50% difference on savings. So it's important to understand these differences. Now, can you fight these changes? Yes, we help people fight these changes every day. You know, having an educational background in flood mitigation, this is one of the things that we focus in. I know, because I bought a house in a flood zone over 10 years ago, and I had to fight it. And I was able to get it changed, thankfully. And it took my rate from $3,000 a year to $400 a year. So I know how you feel. So yes, you can fight it. So if you've got questions about these things in the Lafayette County, Wisconsin area, you know, is it a secondary property? Is it a primary? Is it going to be a price difference? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Thank you.